Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've reviewed a lot of these. Too many, probably. But trust me, this one stands out. It caught me off guard, in a good way. Before we get started, there's a special discount if you're interested. The link is in the description and also in the top comment. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer was genuinely impressed with this electric bike. Right off the bat, our reviewer loved the design, mentioning how cool it looks when you're riding it. The packaging was also well thought out, which is always a good sign. Assembly was surprisingly straightforward, taking this client about an hour and a half with no hiccups. Performance-wise, this bike seems to deliver. The 7-speed gears provide plenty of options, and the dual-disc brakes give a sense of security. The fat tires were a particular highlight, offering extra stability and grip, especially on varied terrain. The 5 riding modes are a definite plus, allowing our reviewer to customize the level of pedal assistance. The battery life also seems very good. On the first longer ride, this user managed to cover a good distance and still had plenty of juice left. Furthermore, the motor is strong enough to handle different inclines and road surfaces without struggling. It's also reportedly very user-friendly, with simple controls that even a novice can pick up quickly. However, there were a couple of minor issues. This client noted that the instructions for initially starting the bike weren't very clear, and it took a bit of experimenting to figure out it required a long press of a specific button. Also, the battery indicator seemed a bit inconsistent, fluctuating depending on the terrain. But all in all, this reviewer found this bike to be amazing, performing exceptionally well on both trails and regular roads.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer wanted to share their fantastic experience with the company they purchased the scooter from. Right off the bat, they were blown away by the customer service. Our reviewer had a minor question, and it was resolved within minutes via email. They found this incredibly impressive. More than just the service, this client loves the scooter itself, stating that they received everything promised and even more. While the included tools will get you going, this customer recommends having your own hex set and standard bicycle tools to fine-tune everything to your liking. They emphasized that assembly was smooth and easy, suggesting any issues would likely be due to user error. They were also impressed by the manual, appreciating the attention to detail. According to this reviewer, riding this scooter is incredibly comfortable and smooth. They found it even more impressive in person than in the pictures. Apparently, everyone who's seen it has been wowed by its appearance. What you see is definitely what you get, but with a little extra something special. This client believes the company operates under the principle of under-promise, over-deliver, which they see as a fantastic quality. Expecting at least a minor issue, this client was pleasantly surprised to encounter none. If you're considering this scooter as a gift, our reviewer suggests buying with complete confidence.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer is quite pleased with their purchase. Delivery was prompt, arriving on time, perhaps even a little early. The riding experience is enjoyable whether using just the pedals, a combination of pedal power and electric assist, or relying solely on the motor. While the seat is decent, it's something our reviewer plans to upgrade at some point. The throttle, a twist grip type located next to the right handlebar grip, works well. The reviewer isn't sure if a thumb-operated or push-button throttle would be an improvement. A point of concern is the high cost of a replacement battery, nearly half the price of the scooter itself. While a new battery isn't needed right now, the reviewer did some price checking. The frame seems robust and well constructed. However, the instruction manual leaves something to be desired, as it contains inaccurate information regarding tire pressure. Luckily, this client relied on the markings on the tires themselves instead of blindly following the manual's advice. Overall, this reviewer is very happy with this scooter, so much so that everyone they know wants to get one or something similar. They even bought a second one for their wife. They also noted that a Pro model is available, but in their opinion the upgrades like hydraulic brakes and extra gear and a rear shock aren't worth the extra cost, considering both versions share the same motor and speed. The reviewer gives this scooter 2 thumbs up. Finally, they haven't had any need to contact customer service and hope they never do.
And that's a wrap. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've got thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.